second stint. But we see that we start with this strategy. 1, Lorenzo and you.
Yeah, 3.
Him, you and Lorenzo.
Okay, this is the 6 hours.
Yeah,
right?
This is the 6 hours. So we have the B plan, whatever happen, could be eventually, just to keep it the possible second strategy, could be Lorenzo and you for the double two. But we keep this as a backup plan. So this would be, if it's okay for you, the start. So 1, Lorenzo and you.
Yep.
Again, even you and Lorenzo as the last one.
Got it. Okay. Alright, sounds good.
Race is starting in less than 2 hours. We start in P3 and it's a 6-hour race, so go LP Racing.
It's difficult to say at the moment because we are quite a lot of cars on the track, so for sure we can expect a lot of battle and interesting situations. Our first target, as it's a long race, would be to stay out of problems at the beginning, trying to not make any, let's say, hazardous move that can compromise the rest of the race, and to stay in the leading lap. First of all, we will focus in the first 3 hours to not lose the leading lap and see where we are. At that moment, we plan to switch on a more aggressive strategy and see what we can do in terms of final result. But I would say, according to the results that we saw in this weekend, for sure a podium can be a possibility for us. Yeah, to me, we have a podium possibility. There is a strong competitor. There is the Ferrari with 2 good pro drivers. On the other side, they are sharing the car with 5 different drivers, so it's also not easy for them to make everything work out. So maybe we can also benefit from some different situations that can happen on the track. And from what I know, also the pit stop procedure here is quite different to other championships. So a big role can be played by the queue that you find in the refueling area. So we have really to play also on these details, because if we have, for example, to wait that all the cars are moving out from the refueling area, we can easily lose a lap there. But this can happen to everyone. So it's a combination of luck and, of course, pace and speed. I would say that on the speed, we are there to compete for the podium, and the luck, yeah, we will try also to work on that aspect.
So clear out the room, I'm coming through. They wanna see what I'm about. Yeah, I got skills, do it for the thrill. I wanna pay for clout. Extra, read about it. I'm today's trending topic. I put commas over bullshit. Yeah, I put that on mamas. They tryna block all my blessings. They thought I lost for snapping. I bet on me and my team. ISO is what I'm repping. Put on for the whole city. Yeah, I got them rocking with me. I bet on me and my team. ISO is what I'm repping.
Venue itself, 5.2 kilometres, with the addition of a couple of corners here and there, and the reprofiling underneath the hotel as well, which makes a much faster left-hander on the run into the marina section. So track split into 3 different sectors, 16 corners in all, but the new bits are at turn 5, and then, as I say, underneath that whale-shaped hotel. 105 kilometres you'll drop down to for the tricky first corner. That's always a sticky point on the first lap. Then a high-speed approach into a much faster turn 5. The left-hander gets you onto the back straight rather more quickly as well. Then the twist left and right at turn 6 and 7. Turn 9 has been opened up much more as well, gives you a slightly more overtaking opportunity. 10 and 11 incredibly quick, and then 12 the right-hander. 14's much faster than when this place was first built, and 16 pretty high speed as well. 100 kilometers per hour brings you out onto the main start-finish straight, but you have to be careful with track limits on the exit there, including as well a few other places too. There are walls around this place, particularly around the marina, which really does hamper mistakes. Earlier this morning then, it was a two-part session, and therefore two drivers needed to take part, with an average of the two times producing your grid position. Just two 12-minute sessions, or at least that was the plan from 9:50 this morning, but unfortunately an incident saw the
whole city. Yeah, I got them rocking with me. I bet on me and my team. ISO is what I'm rapping. Sending emojis, I'm blowing a pack of that OG. Don't be acting like you know me, and if you did, that's the old me.
So cars coming out of turn 16, some with headlights on, others not. The Ferrari from pole position waiting for the red lights to be extinguished, which they are now, and the Hankook 6 hours of Abu Dhabi is underway, bang on time.
Little figures, don't be chillin' with no little niggas, and if I do, I be real with them. Chase a dream, that's a meal ticket. ISO gang, yeah, they still with us. I put it in motion, they got me steady. Thoughts on my mind, it's weighing heavy. Watch how I shine, tell them I'm ready, I'm hitting my...
Debatable whether it took an advantage there. One of the two Lippert Lamborghinis was very close to the wall indeed through turn 3 as well, but the Ferrari has maintained its lead from pole position, and now from a long way back, challenging for second place was the Lamborghini there, trying to squeeze up the inside of the green Porsche, but didn't quite manage it. Everybody else is able to funnel through safely. Nice wide approach these days to turn 5, and that has helped one or two, but whether that was cold tyres or cold brakes, it was a bit of scrabbly approach to turn 1, and indeed the exit, as well as there is now the change for second position. That's through the sweepers at the end of the back straight, or halfway down at the back straight, and that Porsche has not started as well as the Lamborghini that is now in second place, Bruce Jones.
Evan Chen had absolute faith in what he was doing. The first few corners he was really attacking, but that move was excellent. But also, I just thought the start, bearing in mind we've got 31 cars, 30 cars, because in fact 215 and 915 have failed to start the race. But that was really, really feisty, but well done indeed for Peter Cox. He's been around the block a few times. He thought, no, it's not worth defending this position. We've got plenty of time to come. But Evan Chen got his tail up for LP Racing in that number 88 Lamborghini. However, Philip Barron starting on pole position, pulling clear. But in fact, the gap's starting to come down. Evan Chen's decided he's going to take the life out of his tyres. He's halved the advantage to about a second as they go to the real twist. They've done the fast part of the circuit. It'll be really interesting to see. Some drivers will be just far better on the quicker bits, and others are very good round the slower bits. So coming up to the end of the opening lap, and it's down to, well, let's call it a second between those first pair. Philip Barron from Evan Chen, 1.015. I was quite close, Johnny. We'll call it a second.
But you're right that Chen is bridging that gap. Only started racing in 2014, but he's rated as silver by the FIA, so that will make him a semi-pro as far as Creventic are concerned. And the Ferrari of Philip Barron under pressure then, rattling the curbs through turns 3 and 4, and the nose of the Ferrari suddenly drops to the further down to the track surface. These are running very limited ride height even to begin with, but the movement of the Ferrari was evident there as the Austrian prepared. Barron Motorsport 488 under stern pressure. Two Italian cars going hard at it then in Abu Dhabi, with Philip Barron and Evan Chen first and second. Then Peter Cox at the moment with no response or no reply to the two cars that have set off with the pace.
Me and my team, ISO is what I'm repping. Put on for the whole city. Yeah, I got them rocking with me. I bet on me and my team. ISO is what I'm repping. Sending emojis, I'm blowing a pack of that OG. Don't be acting like you know me, and if you did, that's the old me. Winter time, rock a cold fleece. Pocket fat, that's obese. Only talking money if it's increased. She give me brain, girl, no teeth. I touch down, bust down. She busted open for a real nigga. Stay Tommy'd up, trying to build it up, trying to count it up, hill figures. Don't be chillin' with no little niggas, and if I do, I be real with them. Chase a dream, that's a meal ticket. ISO gang, yeah, they still with us. I put it in motion, they got me steady. Thoughts on my mind, it's weighing heavy. Watch how I shine, tell them I'm ready. I'm hitting my stride, let's get to the Fetty. I was just sitting back watching them fold. Racks on me now, yeah, it's looking swole. I hold it down and I got my own. Keeping it.
But take a glimpse again of the gap between the Ferrari and the Lamborghini. It's down to a second now. and it'll probably be a lot less than that as they sweep across the line.
Sitting back watching them fold. Racks on me now, yeah, it's looking swole. I hold it down and I got my own. Keeping it grown, we back to the bone. Yeah, flying flashy, ayy, ayy. We too fancy, ayy, ayy. Can't walk past me, ayy, ayy. Right up your alley, wait. I gotta play it safe. Watch me isolate, watch me isolate, ayy. Watch me isolate. Whoa. Clear out the room, I'm coming through. They wanna see what I'm about. Yeah, I got skills, do it for the thrill. I'm on a paper route. Extra, read about it. I'm today's.
But it's very hard to take your eyes away from Evan Chen getting all over the tail of Philip Barron, and Peter Cox playing a very different game, sitting about, I don't know, second and a half, 2 seconds back off the tail. In fact, no, 3 seconds off the tail of that lead battle. But it's like a sprint race. The fact Philip Barron must be thinking, hold on a second, I was expecting a challenge from Cox, not from you, Chen, but Evan, the driver from Taipei, getting closer and closer and closer. This is fantastic.
但我觉得说现在想要讲重点，就是比赛的整个过程。我们其实当下第一棒接第一棒的是那个谁？是易凡嘛？那 Oh my gosh！ 如果你们今天有看到易凡的 performance， 我只能说 it's 就是你已经知道，就说he's locked in。他已经锁定了，你已经知道他上去之后非常冷静，他已经知道他需要做什么，所以我们那时候就是紧追，就是从第3名，然后之后没多久之后我们就过了第2名，而且过了第2名，那第2名的那台车子呢，其实也就追不上了啦，因为到最后其实就是易凡跟第1名在紧追这样子，那第1名就是那一台法拉利，那。我们发现到，就是说对方的弱点就是在过弯的时候，虽然说他们在直线冲刺的时候很快，对，但是呢，因为他们的车子比较新，但是呢，他们的弱点就是他们过弯的速度比较慢。对，所以呢，陆陆续续其实就是在过弯的那段期间，我们都可以把它抓回来。
Extra, read about it. I'm today's trending topic. I put commas over bullshit. Yeah, I put that on mamas. They tryna block all my blessings. They thought I lost to stepping. I bet on me and my team. ISO is what I'm repping. Put on for the whole city. Yeah, I got them rocking with me. I bet on me and my team. ISO is what I'm repping. Put on for the whole city. Yeah, I got them rocking with me. I bet on me and my team. ISO is what I'm repping. Sending emojis. I'm blowing a pack of that OG. Don't be acting like you know me. And if you did, that's the old me. Winter time, rock a cold fleece. Pocket fat, that's obese. Only talking money if it's increased. She give me brain, girl, no teeth. I touch down, bust down. She busted open for a real nigga. Stay tommied up, trying to build it up, trying to count it up, hill figures. Don't be chillin' with no lil niggas. And if I do, I be real with them. Chase a dream, that's a meal ticket. ISO gang, yeah, they still with us. I put it in motion, they got me steady. Thoughts on my mind, it's weighing heavy. Watch how I shine, tell them I'm ready. I'm hitting my stride, let's get to the Fetty. I was just sitting back watching them fold. Racks on me now, yeah, it's looking swole. I hold it down and I got my own. Keeping it grown, we back to the bone. Yeah, flying flashy, ayy, ayy. We too fancy, ayy, ayy. Can't walk past me, ayy. Hey, right up your alley, wait, I gotta play it safe. Watch me isolate, watch me isolate, hey, watch me isolate. Whoa. Clear out the room, I'm coming through, they wanna see what I'm about. Yeah, I got skills, do it for the thrill, I'm on a paper route. Extra, read about it. I'm today's trending topic. I put commas over bullshit. Yeah, I put that on mamas. They tryna block all my blessings. They thought I lost to stepping. I bet on me and my team. ISO is what I'm repping. Put on for the whole city. Yeah, I got them rocking with me. I bet on me and my team. ISO is what I'm repping. Put on for the whole city.
The Plus City sponsored Ferrari. Still the only leader we've had, led from pole position, and despite varying degrees of threat from the LP Racing Lamborghini of Evan Chen, again another storm weathered by the race leader. Barron will feel like he's been in a bit of a workout by the end of this stint. At the moment, in exactly the position they want to be, and the all-white Lamborghini.
Chase a dream, that's a meal ticket. ISO gang, yeah, they still with us. I put it in motion, they got me steady. Thoughts on my mind, it's weighing heavy. Watch how I shine, tell them I'm ready. I'm hitting my stride, let's get to the Fetty. I was just sitting back watching them fold. Racks on me now, yeah, it's looking swole. I hold it down and I got my own. Keeping it grown, we back to the bone. Yeah, flying flashy, ayy, ayy. We too fancy, ayy, ayy. can't walk past me, ayy, right up your alley. Wait, I gotta play it safe. Watch me isolate, watch me isolate, ayy, watch me isolate. Whoa, clear out the room, I'm coming through. They wanna see what I'm about. Yeah, I got skills, do it for the thrill. I'm on a paper route. Extra, read about it. I'm today's trending topic. I put commas over bullshit. Yeah, I put that on mamas. They tryna block all my blessings. They thought I lost it snapping. I bet on me and my team. ISO is what I'm repping. Put on for the whole city. Yeah, I got them rocking with me. I bet on me and my team. ISO is what I'm repping. Put on for the whole city. Yeah, I got them rocking with me. I bet on me and my team. ISO is what I'm repping. Sending emojis. I'm blowing a pack of that OG. Don't be acting like you know me. And if you did, that's the old me. Winter time, rock a cold fleece. Pocket fat, that's obese. Only talking money if it's increased. She give me brain, girl, no teeth. I touch down, bust down. She busted open for a real nigga. Stay Tommy'd up, tryna build it up, tryna count it up, hill figures. Don't be chillin' with no lil niggas. And if I do, I be real with them. Chase a dream, that's a meal ticket. ISO gang, yeah, they still with us. I put it in motion, they got me steady. Thoughts on my mind, it's weighing heavy. Watch how I shine, tell them I'm ready. I'm hitting my stride, let's get to the fetty. I was just sitting back watching them fold. Racks on me now, yeah, it's looking slow. I hold it down and I got my own. Keeping it grown, we back to the bone. Yeah, flying flashy, ayy, we too fancy, ayy, can't walk past me, ayy, right up your alley. Wait, I gotta play it safe. Watch me isolate, watch me isolate, ayy, watch me isolate. Whoa, clear out the room, I'm coming through. They wanna see what I'm about. Yeah, I got skills, do it for the thrill. I'm on a paper route. Extra, read about it. I'm today's trending topic. I put commas over bullshit. Yeah, I put that on mamas. They tryna block all my blessings. They thought I lost it snapping. I bet on me and my team. ISO is what I'm repping. Put on for the whole city. Yeah, I got them rocking with me. I bet on me and my team. ISO is what I'm repping.
Fueling area, but Peter Cox's green Porsche and the white Lamborghini of Evan Chen both receiving fuel, and they will be heading back into the pit lane very shortly.
I'm on a paper route. Extra, read about it. I'm today's trending topic. I put commas over bullshit. Yeah, I put that on mamas. They tryna block all my blessings. They thought I lost it snapping. I bet on me and my team. ISO is what I'm repping. Put on for the whole city. Yeah, I got them rocking with me. I bet on me and my team. ISO is what I'm repping. Read about it. I'm today's trending topic. I put commas over bullshit. Yeah, I put that on mamas. They tryna block all my blessings. They thought I lost it snapping. I bet on me and my team. ISO is what I'm repping. Put on for the whole city. Yeah, I got them rocking with me. I bet on me and my team. ISO is what I'm repping. Sending emojis. I'm blowing a pack of that OG. Don't be acting like you know me. And if you did, that's the old me. Winter time, rock a cold fleece.
然后到最后给好那个一凡进来了之后，就直接换 Lorenzo 嘛，接第二棒。那我是第三棒，因为他们希望就说，因为我毕竟没有经验，所以当下的 strategy 是说 ，OK 好，那一凡跟 Lorenzo 先冲，这样子的话，我中间会有一个 gap。就是我自己在做我的 stand 的时候呢，当下的压力比较不会在那边，而且我也可以利用这样的一个状况，然后继续来 improve 我自己的一些 skill set 这样子。
Racks on me now, yeah, it's looking slow. I hold it down and I got my own. Keeping it grown, we back to the bone. Yeah, flying flashy, ayy, we too fancy, ayy, can't walk past me, ayy, right up your alley. Wait, I gotta play it safe. Watch me isolate, watch me isolate, ayy, watch me isolate. Whoa, clear out the room, I'm coming through. They wanna see what I'm about. Yeah, I got skills, do it for the thrill. I'm on a paper route. Extra, read about it.
Philip Barron, who was our race leader in the first stint. Here is the man who spent most of the first stint in second place, right behind Philip Barron. Evan Chen just got out of the LP Racing Lamborghini. Please tell us about your stint, Evan.
At the start, unfortunately, we got demoted to P3. So it was quite a hard progress from there. Because, I mean, P2, you can go around outside and a lot of different strategies to use. But luckily, we passed the Porsche quite fast. And then we tried to catch up to Philip. But man, he was really fast and consistent. And he was passing the cars really well as well. So it's hard to find a place to overtake. So I just tried to follow as best as I could. Obviously, the code 60 didn't really help. I was exiting the corner, I couldn't see the lights, so he was gone. But luckily, the story car is just slowing down a little bit, and we managed to catch up. But yeah, thanks to the team, the car was great. I can play around with the car a little bit more, and the car just gives me quite a lot of confidence. It's quite nervous for me because my last race was in 2019, so it's been 2 years.
Evan, some of our viewers might be wondering why we are actually wearing jackets down here in the pit lane in Abu Dhabi, but there is quite a strong wind down here. Did you feel that on the circuit as well?
Yeah, especially at the straight. The car was like moving around quite a lot. Probably just the wind is blowing way too strong, and we just tried to manage to keep the car straight, so it was quite a hassle. So yeah, that was one.
Great stuff. Thank you very much, Evan.
Thank you.
Last time out in 2019 was racing a Lamborghini on that occasion as well for Gamma Racing when he was part of the FIA MSG championship, but it has been a little while since he's been at the wheel of a race car, and that maybe explains a slight inconsistency in his lap times, I suppose, but on the really good laps he was quicker than Philip Barron and got the gap regularly down to half a second or so, but then sometimes catching traffic in the wrong places